Right, it's a fucking good day in the workshop today. I'm working on the old jet boat. It's an absolute diamond. I've got loads of bits together. I've got the engine mounts, I've got all the hardware, all the stainless hardware to keep it all fucking tickety-boo inside the water. This is meant to be in the fresh water, but it's in the seawater, so I've got to go to the extra extent of making sure everything's salt-proof. So we've got new engine mounts off a Kawasaki 500. They're smaller than the original Yamaha mounts. So it's time to get the engine mounted. I've got some chassis gussets to go in to reinforce the bottom skin, and they're going to double up as mounting fixtures for the engine mounts. I've made the water intake. I've straightened out my drive shaft. I had to fabricate this drive shaft as well to house the cush drive. This cush drive splines to the back of the crank shaft, so that's the drive input to the impeller. Lovely jubbly, floating bearing, couple sealed units either side of the bearing. That's the water intake. That's where the water comes through. Fucking ramming the water through the impeller. Lovely. And okay, progress. The engine's in. We're starting to get it all jigged up. The engine is exactly where it needs to be. So I've clamped the cush drive together and I've shimmed it with this little bit of aluminium right in the centre, just to allow for clearance. As this engine moves, because it's on rubber mounts, it will have a little bit of wobble. So I've got the right tension inside there, and I'm making these little engine mounts to go in between to allow the engine to be bolted down nice and tight. It's quite thick, it's 3mm skin, aluminium sheet, and I'll gusset these sides as well as put a brace in the centre. So that'll be tickety-boo. Just thought I'd show you my little folder. This is a kickstart off an old 600, and it's just a bit of right angle steel with a couple hinges. Clamp down the top centre and then fold away. Nice, simple, cheap stuff. We're mucking around. So I've got the skill saw. Let's do a little cut here. I need to trim this puppy down. I'll do it one-handed because I'm feeling rogue. Yeah, fucking yeah. See you later. That's all she needs. So I'm just jigging up these plates just to get them to fit right. Look at that. What a guess. What a bloody guess. Let's just deburr it first, eh? Slide my kickstart on. I reckon about there. Beautiful. It's a fairly big one, that. Look at that for a guess. But I just want to say, I fucking hate welding aluminium. What a bastard. You got to be surgically clean to allow it to not be fouled up when you're welding. It takes the Michael Jackson. If you're going to get an aluminium welder, fucking don't do it. Now do it. Do it. It's class. It's good. Once you get the knack of it, which I haven't, it can be quite satisfying. I'm on the way to getting the knack of it. I won't be able to replicate these sorts of uniform beads where they welded this hole together. But yeah, tacked on all the engine mounts. So I'm going to go around, clean everything again, acetone wipe everything again. You can see a couple of the spots where I've fouled, you get that black soot. Clean the electrode inside the TIG torch about 1,000,000 times. If you foul it, the aluminium jumps onto that tungsten electrode and makes it all messy, and then you can't weld clean. So you've got to take it out, clean it. Ah, it's a bloody mission. Prep, clean, weld up, sink the engine back in and get it turning over. Wish me luck. Oh shit, the time has come. The engine's in and it's tight. I've ran out of rivets, so there's only half the engine mounts on. It's no problem, it's sturdy enough to be able to turn over, so I'm just gonna chuck the camera on my head and do a couple bits. I'm fucking excited. The time has come. Let me just get this puppy in here. Ah, plastic. Get in there. Right, okay, sound. So, what I've got to do now is get the spark plugs out. So I need to, so there she goes, look, there's the engine mounts. 8mm stainless hardware, high grade steel bolts, decent penny washers, shim inside there, shim underneath, and a collar to make sure it's all true. So it's tight, son. Let's take the weight off the motor and give it a wobble. So this is the first time it's been in this boat tight. So it's all going to be a learning experience for me as well. So I'm going to give it a first wobble, see what she does. Oh yeah, hey. Oh, that's going to be nice. Happy days. So I still need a couple more riv nuts to finish off these mounting fixtures. But let's rip the plugs out. So I need a plug spanner. 21. Toolbox is a mess. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Let's just knock these puppies out. Lordy. Oh, excuse me. Fucking hell. Some old spark plugs in there, the poor engine. So I'm going to have to rebuild this engine as well when I get round to it. It's still a big distance to cover before I even think about any maintenance on the engine. The plugs are a nice colour though, it's been running nicely. Bit rich, but sensible. So I'm going to be a nice guy as well and just lubricate the motor. I don't know the last time it's been turned over. So a little bit of two-stroke juice just to keep a tickety-boot. Last thing I want to do is cause any score marks inside the bore. And find out when I take the top end apart and there's some fresh score marks in there, that would wind me up. So a little bit of oil, rightio. I think it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get my jump pack. This is a homemade creation. It's only a boat isolator switch, just to isolate those cables, because I'm safety conscious. So what we're going to do is earth the motor, my positive terminal on the starter motor, and then when I spin this puppy on, the engine will turn over, assuming the starter motor is okay. So what we're looking for here is any sort of weird movement. I've not put any effort into shimming the motor or adjusting this in any way. I've literally just bolted it down. This is going to be the first run to see what she wants to do. So let's try it. We ready? Oh, fuck off! It's bloody golden! It is walking slightly. See that engine mount? Is pulsing a little bit. You can see it's trying to walk up and down, but that's barely even a shim. I reckon that's... Yeah, so this side of the motor wants to come up, but that might even sort itself out when I tighten down this side of the engine just to pull it back true this way. What fucking hey, people! Oh, she's gonna boogie! La 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 la! Hey, that's not bad at all. Come on! So that's... Right, now that I've got the motor mounted, that's the next big step. So now that this is complete, it allows me to move on to some other bits that support the life of the engine. Get it breathing, get it fucking exhausting. So I've got a massive exhaust that's got to be fitted. The exhaust runs coolant through the manifold, so that's going to be problematic. And it's massive. And I've really not got much room inside this thing, it's tiny. 70 horsepower two-stroke, engine's mounted, cuss drive's on, input to the propellers, golden, turned over nice enough, shimmable. Shimmable meaning I can get the engine exactly where I need it to be. Cool, happy days. Right, I'm going to finish the video here. And then I'll do another video on the next stage of the build. The next stage will consist of mounting the exhaust, maybe looking at a cooler box for the exhaust as well, which is the end can. The end part of the system of the exhaust houses water in there. There's a bunch of finicky things that have got to happen for the engine to perform as it wants to. Exhaust. What else am I doing? Fuck! Oh, she looks good though. Okay, mount the exhaust. Start looking at battery trays, intake. Oh no, fuck the battery. Steering. I've got to sort steering out for this thing, so I've got to mount the steering yoke and find a way of running some cables through this hull. So it's, yeah, steering, trim. I need some sort of trim function to adjust the throw of the output of water, because I'm going to need some adjustment on sort of the propulsion of the poor thing. It's going to handle like an absolute nightmare, this thing. So yeah, I reckon mount the exhaust, find out where that's going, fit the cooler box, and then I've got some other work to do down below. I've got some reinforcement gussets to go underneath, which double up as like a funnel for the water to get round in the back of the impeller. One of those puppies to go on, and a big boy skid plate to go right underneath. The reason why I need this big skid plate, I'm going to downsize it a fair bit just so it hugs the impeller housing nicely. But if I have thrust coming out of here and there's no base to the bottom of where the actual pressure's coming down towards the water, that's just going to fall into the void. And I think it's just going to wheelie too much, so I need a little bit of water resistance just right below where the throw of the impeller is, because on the ski the end of the hull finished here and I've had to put this on the outside. So we'll run a little skid plate, stick that puppy on there, Can't be that hard, eh? I'm going to run some reinforcement brackets for this housing as well. I'm going to put some collars along here. It's fixed on with these 8mm studs that go into original face. That's got dowels as well, so it's slotted on there really nice. But I am going to run some braces across, steering yoke on, big bash plate underneath. Yeah, and then look at some cables. Okay. So progress has been made. Yeah. Hope you're well, signing out. Peace. Appreciate you guys if you're sticking around to the end of this video. It's fucking interesting, isn't it? Something different. Bit of power, bit of danger.